Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Hat House. You heard me behind the scenes. Good thing I didn't say anything too rude. But welcome back, guys. Today we're definitely going to do the hat giveaway, which we're going to do, but we're also going to go into a deep dive into sales, and it's something that I don't think many people really show on their eBay store very much. I'm going to go through the total sales. We're doing great, doing awesome. Hope you're doing good, FSJ. We're going to go into a deep dive on sales. We're going to look at the specific categories as well, like whether it be the total hat category, how's baseball doing, how's NFL doing, and today's sales have been pretty bad for us. We had a power outage this morning, so we weren't able to do a lot of our listings. Just barely got our shipping done. So it's been pretty bad today, but the sales haven't been too bad overall the past month. So we really want to do a deep dive into that and kind of go through that. I may end up cutting this up and doing a regular YouTube video more in depth about sales and looking at some of the sales. But and then also I hadn't done a YouTube video about what has sold. We're going to go through and look at what has sold in the past 30 days or past 30 or 60 days and really look at some of the best sales that we've had and kind of see what's doing good and seeing if that kind of goes along with what we see on the categories that are selling. But appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're on the X or the Instagram side, come over to the YouTube side so you can chat with us. Love to hear your questions about the sales. But let's do that first. We'll go into the sales first, and then we'll do our hat giveaway. We got 14 members that are in the giveaway, and we're going to give away this awesome vintage Nike Air hat tonight. Really cool Nike Air, Nike hat, strap back, kind of a golf hat. Really cool hat right there. Definitely going to do that giveaway for all of our members. If you're not a member, the way to be a member is there's 2 levels of membership, right? There's a $1.99 member. They're entered into a giveaway. We give away a hat every single week, and they're entered into that giveaway. We'll run the wheel, and then we'll be able to kind of go and draw that and see who wins this hat. Really cool vintage Nike hat this week. And then we pick a cool hat every single week, and we give them away. So, all right, Mary, let's go to the sales, and let's find out how the sales have been. Bad Daddy, how are you? Did Coach make it in? It's his anniversary today. If the coach is here, wish him happy anniversary. He said his anniversary was today. Bad Daddy, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you doing? It is. It's on the little screen. I think can you switch me to the?
Stop. There you go.
All right. Yeah. All right, we're going to look at eBay sales and how they've been doing. I really want to go through the deep dive. We're going to go through the total sales, and then we're going to go through like some specific categories. And I hope you start feeling better, Bad Daddy. Let's see. So let's see what the total sales have been. So you can see, I said last week we were down about 5%, and we've clawed back a little bit. We had a couple of good days there. Right now, we're down about 1.6%. So it's really been kind of steady compared to last month. And the main thing that I want to look at on this chart is you can kind of see where Father's Day was. It was right
Right here.
here. So we really kind of have dropped off a little bit since Father's Day. The weeks before Father's Day were really, really good. And then kind of e-commerce, like right before the holiday, it really drops off. And then it kind of really picks up in the retail establishments. But sales have been a little bit soft. Today was definitely not great at all. I took this screenshot this morning, though. So sales have been down just a little bit. And we talked about last week, hat sales will also continue to not do very good over the next month. The month of July is really tough for hats. It's kind of a die down period, and we'll kind of look at that when we deep dive into the categories. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so these are the main categories in hats. You can see the top one is total hat sales. So there's a lot of information in here. So the total hat sales are down 4.7%. And one thing that I want you to look at that is probably the most important thing that I look at on when you're looking at your category sales, you look at total hats, and the average sales price on total hats is like $20.30. That's my average sales price for all hats across that category. And that category includes so much. It can be any hat from a hunting hat to a trucker hat to any hat that doesn't fall really into kind of the sports categories. So it's down 4.7%. But look what is really driving sales right now. And it is baseball. Baseball is up almost 15%, 16.8%. And the average sales price on baseball is what?
$26.19.
So $26 on baseball hats. So you've almost got a $6 average selling price bump just for being in the baseball category. And it really has an advantage over a lot of the other hats. We all know that the sports hats do better. And this just kind of shows $6 more selling price on the baseball hats. All right. What is the third category?
Sports memorabilia. It's college NCAA.
So college, I'm kind of surprised that college is up. I have listed some pretty good college hats, so that can skew it a little bit, but college will continue to kind of be flat, and then it will really spike up in August once back to school happens. What's the average sales price on?
$24.12.
$25 on college hats, so that's pretty good too.
Next slide.
Next slide, please. All right, here's where we start running into the problems. NFL is down
Almost 16%.
16% on NFL. So we're really struggling on NFL. And this is kind of after the draft, there's this lull period in the NFL where there's not much talking about the NFL at all. But the NFL does a really great job of trying to stay relevant all year. Coach, you made it. We're talking about sales. NFL does a really good job trying to. Happy anniversary, Coach. I meant to tell you that.
It's in the comments. Sorry.
Oh. So NFL does a great job. They try to stay relevant all year long. They try almost every single month. They have something that they're talking about. But the draft is over now, and we really won't get a big NFL push until August when the training camp start up. And we're really down about 15% in NFL sales right now. And it's going to be just this month is just going to be tough. It's a good time to try to pick up some cheap NFL stuff and then try to flip it in September and when the season starts, of course. So NFL is tough right now. What else do we got?
Minor league baseball.
Minor league baseball. And this is where I want you to look at the average selling price because this is where it's at. Almost $30 average selling price on minor league baseball stuff. So I always try to pick up the minor league stuff, especially a lot of people overlook the fitted hats and some of those. So the minor league stuff really has one of the best average sales price of anything that I sell. And I'm going to go through some individual sales here in just a minute after we finish this graph. But you'll see some great minor league sales in there as well. And so really what's keeping us going right now for myself is minor league and MLB. Those two things are doing really good. The regular hat sales down a little bit. NFL's down. And what's that last one?
Basketball.
Basketball. Basketball is pretty much over. We won't talk about it again for like 4 or 5 months. Unless you had some Celtics gear this past couple of weeks, basketball sales have really dropped off the planet. But if you have some good basketball sales, let me know. But let's get into some of the sales that we have. Check out, all right, this Los Angeles Kings was really good, $50. And if you see this old English script out there, really need to pick that up. Those hats are doing awesome. I almost had a chance to get another one, but it didn't work out. But this was a really great sale right here. Los Angeles Kings, of course, is awesome. And this cool script on it, of course, push this one over. So it's as the season goes, so goes the sale. Yeah, Coach, that's really what I kind of want people to understand. People just blame eBay for being slow at certain times. But as me working in retail for 20 years before this, it really is just a seasonal thing for hats as much as it is anything. We're not going to sell Coach right now. So really, we have a downturn in NFL sales as the season is winded down. There's really a dead period. MLB will still be strong. Once August hits, MLB will start to die off when they know people's teams is out of the playoffs and they're not going to be any good. And the other 25 teams or whatever that are sucking, those teams stop selling until the next year. So it's really a seasonal thing. We really got to be looking and preparing now for what's coming next. What's coming next is going to be NCAA and it's going to be NFL. And we really got to be looking to kind of load up on those. Golf will continue to kind of remain steady. Once it hits kind of late July and August, the golf hat sales will just kind of drop off and won't be nearly as good as people stop playing as much because it gets way too hot to even play. And then during the winter, they just get really tough to keep a higher sales price. You'll still sell the hats, but you'll notice that the sales price, when things are out of season, the average sales price just continues to drop down, and you won't get as much as you did. All right, let's look at the next tab. I got about 19 sales. I haven't gone through them. Check out this Ben's Rockies, and this is where it's at right here. The Ben's Rockies are no more. So when you find the defunct teams, this was even a fitted hat, size 7 1/8. Still went for $50 on this hat, but the Ben Rockies, I think they were in Oregon or Washington, but they are no more. That was an awesome sale. All right, let's go to the next one. And this is what I'm talking about on Patagonia. It's different. It's just not a regular Patagonia hat. It's half corduroy. It's got a rope on it, and that's where it's at in the Patagonia world. Whenever we're looking at stuff that's different. All right, next one. This hat was awesome. I wish Nifty was here. I wish Nifty was in the house right now because he was there when I picked this one up in a whatnot. This was a sweet hat. It had the MLB logo, which we talk about, which always does awesome. But this was like a collab with Levi's. This was a denim hat, and it was a MLB collab with Levi's. Really awesome hat right here. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it, but I knew that it would be a $50 to $60 hat. It was really cool. Next was really awesome, just vintage Los Angeles Dodgers. Never seen this one before. So it went for $59, and I just priced it up. I had never seen anything quite like it on the Black Dome. I don't think it was even any particular brand. It wasn't like a great sports specialties. It wasn't an awesome Drew Pearson or anything like that. Just had a really cool logo on it, and was Los Angeles Dodgers always does great. That was a really good one. Again, minor league. And especially if you get the vintage new era minor league and they're in awesome condition like this, Grays Harbor Gulls, and it's snapback, you have to be over 40, maybe 60, sometimes even price it for $70. If you have the only one of these new era snapbacks out there in a minor league team, and yours is in excellent condition, you have to get $40 minimum. You have to get over $40 for these MILB hats. And this one's kind of a lesson in if you fake it to make it. I did not know, like, I was not 100% sure this was Harvard. It was on the University Square tag. It had the crimson Harvard colors. It had the Harvard H on it, and I called it Harvard. It looked like Harvard to me. Really awesome Harvard hat. Always price up the Harvard stuff, the Princeton stuff, the Yale stuff. Those guys have money. So, and if they find something cool, this one, here's another good point in this hat too. If you ever have one of those hats and they have the Union Made and they say Union Made, put it in the title. There are a lot of people that search for vintage hats that are Union Made. I think the Masters hat that sold for like $500 was Union Made. And that was in the title. People search for that whenever you have that little tag in there and it'll say Union Made. This one had that in there. Make sure you put that in the title. It's some people really will pay up for that. All right, next one.
$35.
Oh yeah, they paid wow. They paid $35 in shipping. They overnighted it. I forgot about that. Ray, you made it. Oh, this hat, $60 hat sale right here. When you're looking at New Era and you ever see this Clink Room, you have to pick it up. I mean, if it's under $30, pick it up. Pick up the Clink Room. I had a really great size. They have all different. This had some guy with a mustache on, with a mustache. It was a really cool colorway. But the Clink Room is really great. You'll see the tag on the inside. It says Clink Room. They make a lot of specialty hats. This one went for 60 bucks, and I believe it, and it went in about 12 hours. I barely even had it listed, and it sold almost immediately. I may have undersold it. Maybe they would have paid $100, or somebody out there would have paid $100 for it. But really awesome size. Clink Room is where it's at. All right, next one. Polo Ralph Lauren, we know, and this is going to be hot. We've got to pick up as many, or if we find any red, white, and blue stuff, it's really going to help us over the next month. The Olympics are at the end of July. They're coming really soon. Anything that says USA on it like this is going to start doing really well. This was a U.S. Team Olympic hat right here, $65. I think it was even new. I probably could have held on to it for a couple more months and got closer to 80 or 90, but I took the $65 offer when this one came up. All right, $65 on anytime you have a player hat. This had Mike Trout. It had his name and kind of a big logo on it. Some people would just drop this in for $20 or $30, but just do the quick search. If you don't see anything like yours and you have something awesome and you don't see anything like yours on the first page, then price it up. If you have to search for 20 minutes to find a hat, the customer is going to have to search for 20 minutes too. And the likelihood of them finding that one that you found that took you forever to find, they're probably not going to find it. So I priced it up. I think I put $90 on it, and I took $65. It was just an awesome Mike Trout Los Angeles Angels hat. I think I paid $20 for it on Whatnot too, but I knew that somebody would love it. Somebody is a Trout fan out there and would dig that hat. Which one are you talking about, Coach, that you lost to me? Mary, wave to the camera. Shout out. She made it on camera. The Trout hat? Did you bid against me on the Trout hat? Oh, USA, yes. That was, I think I ended up spending about 30 on that polo hat and then flipped it to 65. I think that was you that I outbid. All right, here's a lesson to keep pushing the top of the price range, right? So we're going to see two of these hats back to back. This one was actually in better shape. I listed it for $58.95, sold almost immediately for $58.95. This is the Nike hat that has the 7 panels going across it and the little bitty Nike swoosh, the kind of the mesh. $58.95, sold almost immediately, and I was like,
Wasn't like the reflective part of the bill coming off?
yeah, the reflective on the bills coming off. Took close-up pictures of that, and you'll see on the next one, they don't even have to be in perfect condition, and these hats are selling for more than $58.95. Go to the next one, because this one went. I was like, fine, I'll price it up. I'll see where the top is. And this one sold almost immediately again. Maybe the red helped it out a little bit, but $99.95 on this Nike 7-panel hat. I don't know. Maybe I'll come in at $150 on the next one if I ever get another one. They seem like, I don't know. They're few and far between. I mean, I happened to get a couple this past month or last month, and they sold almost immediately. And I guess I'm going to come in at $150 on the next one. I got to find where the top of the market is. But also, it doesn't bother me to sell something for $100 in 5 minutes, even if I spent $20 on it, you know? They look like watermelon. Yeah, they do. They're crazy. But I think there's a big South American. I think one of them went to like Colombia or something. I think they're really big in South America and overseas. They were really looking for these hats. But I don't know where the top of the market is. If you guys know where it is, if you sold one for more than $100, let me know. I try, Lynn. I try. I try to come in high on a lot of stuff. I'm trying to set the market. I think I said that before in a live. I said, somebody said, well, the comp is only $20. I'm like, I set the comp. All right, next slide. This was badass. Vintage Jeremy McGrath this one did take 4 or 5 months to sell. I think somebody came in. Might be another one you see out there for $180, $190. I think I came in around $140 to $160. Took a little bit of markdowns, got to around $100, and boom, it sold. Really cool, Jeremy McGrath. This was different because it was Fox with Jeremy McGrath, and there wasn't any others out there besides the guy that had his for $200. So I was like, all right, well, I'll be good with $160, and then finally it sold around $112. But keep your eyes out for this one, Fox, Jeremy McGrath. Really cool hat right here. We talked about this one a couple of videos ago. We've got Atlanta Braves. This is Chief Knock-A-Homa. That is the key word right there. $100 for this Chief Knock-A-Homa, 7 5/8. I had another one got returned. I sold it for $120. They said it didn't fit. This one sold for $100. It's been delivered on June 15th or a couple of days ago. Hopefully it sticks. But these hats, yeah, positive feedback received. Awesome. So we must be in the clear now. But these hats, they go for 100 plus all the time. Some people call it the Screaming Chief Nakahoma. Is usually the keywords in there that you're looking for. Screaming Chief Nakahoma. Awesome hat right here. Always sells for $100 all the time in awesome condition. Yeah, that would be sweet with the red bill. I put this one in here because it doesn't always have to be like some amazing hat to sell it for $30 or $40. This was a Boston Bruins, and it was their 100-year anniversary, so that did make it cool. But just this style of 47 brand, kind of the taller trucker. New Era calls theirs A-frame. 47 brand kind of calls theirs a trucker style. It's just really that A-frame style is just really hot right now, and I always price them up over $30 to $40, and normally they come in. Boston Bruins usually doesn't sell that fast for me either, so I just thought this one was really cool. It was just a basic hat, really. It wasn't anything too interesting. All right, Roger Federer. We talk about have another Roger Federer. I was shaping up today. This one sold for $43. Took a while to sell. It did take a long time. It was kind of faded. It wasn't in the best condition. Still went for over $43. Got another one right here. I don't know where I'll come in on this one at. It's kind of on the older Nike tag, but I'll probably be 50 to 60 on it if I don't sell it on Whatnot in a couple of days. But these are the kind of hats that I just don't know that everybody knows about. So there's not enough people bidding in Whatnot to know that this might be a $50 hat. And it's really on the cool older Nike tag. I don't know. I hope nobody else out there has one like it, because I'll probably be at 50 or 60 on this one as well. But Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal is where it's at on the tennis hats. All right, next one. This was awesome. I have St. Louis Cardinals in the same white one. But this split 3-bar, you can see the split in the bars right here, and then the logo, split 3-bar, $55 on that hat right there. That was part of the MLB doing awesome. It's on the game. Really great hat. Really great design to be on the lookout for. And split bar is the key word right there. Split 3-bar. Some people may be looking for a 3-bar, and then they'll run across yours. So I always use 3-bar and split in there, and they'll usually find it. Do not sell on Whatnot. You gotta tune in Saturday night. I sell on Whatnot. I've done it for like 4 weeks in a row now. The selling price is not always where you want it to be. Not everybody is on the same page, or you got to have 2 people that know exactly what you have. Sometimes there's just not 2 people that know, and that's where you pick up the good deals sometimes. But I'm going to keep going on Whatnot. I have some really cool hats. I really like, it's only an hour that I'm doing Whatnot, an hour every Saturday. Awesome people that are there. I really like just hanging out and selling the hats with everybody there, and spending an hour with you guys and with the people on Whatnot. It's really just fun. And then also make a little bit. I have a lot of hats right now. So, and kind of like I talked about, over July, it's going to slow down a little bit. It's a good time to source, but also it's a good kind of filler income for the slower period that we're going to have in July. And I kind of wanted to build up the shows and then kind of carrying them through July, and then we'll evaluate it in August and see if we want to keep doing it going forward. But some of them sell for more. It's not a lot of them. Every once in a while, you'll find a cool hat that people are battling for, and it'll sell for more than eBay. But it doesn't happen that often, I'll be honest. But I might put that one in there. I don't know. All right. We probably know Ducks Unlimited, but you got to know when you have the coolest one and you can get $50 for it. This one had a rope on it. It was a lightweight nylon. It was a really cool Ducks Unlimited hat. Went for $45. This one took a while too. probably about 3 or 4 months to finally get this one sold. I probably came in around $60 or $70, and then it sold finally for 45. But it was super cool. Nobody else out there had one, so I was confident to keep mine close to 50. All right, what's next? Patagonia. This is, if you see a different Patagonia hat, it was huge. This hat, you couldn't miss it. It was like a huge Patagonia fishing hat. $55 might have even been a little low. I did have it listed for quite a while though, and this was a couple of months back. But really cool Patagonia hats right here. Always pick up the Patagonia fishing style hats. You're always going to be into 30 to 50 to sometimes $100 price range on some of these Patagonia fishing style hats. All right, this is the last one, I think. Lake Tahoe Country Club. We know golf. I think I did get this one from you, Coach, and then I flipped it on you. But we know golf. We know corduroy, and it was on the Imperial tag. 3 great things about this hat, and did really well. This was a couple of months back too, but a really great hat right here. Another $60 hat. So I hadn't been able to share with you guys many sales lately. I wanted to kind of put them in this live video, talk about the sales that we've had, and some of the best sales we've had over the past couple of months. So hope you got a little bit out of that. And let's get to, it's time to draw our winner. We're going to draw for the vintage Nike hat. So if you guys, if you are a member and the $1.99 or up, you get to be in the drawing every week for a free hat. If you are $19.99 and up, then you get a hat shaper or get to pick a hat in my store that's priced under $40. So it's really worth it. For $1.99, you get 4 chances every month, basically, to get a cool hat. This week's hat is a Nike Air vintage Nike hat right here. We're going to pick the winner for that. So let's do it. Oh man, base card collector, awesome, great job. He is always commenting on the videos. Appreciate it. I wish I knew his name. I only know his screen name, but really appreciate him. He definitely deserved it. A long time watcher of the channel. Got a really cool vintage Nike Air hat. Really cool right here. So appreciate you. And I didn't bring the hat out here, but Marlon, I'm going to sell your hat or whatnot on Saturday night. So if you don't reach me by Saturday night, it's been like 3 weeks. I'm going to sell it. So I hope you reach out to me. I really want to get you your free hat, but I don't leave hats laying around here. They either get sold or
We're not a storage building.
yeah, we're not at storage. If you happen to reach out to me after I sell it, I'm sure I can find you something cool. But we're going to move that one. I don't know how to cancel Worth Point either. I don't know that now on. I wish I had my phone. The Terapeak version on the eBay app is really all you need. It goes like 3 years back now on all sales on eBay. If you can't find it then, if you can't find a sale more than 3 years ago, then you just got to set the market yourself anyways. Nobody else knows 3 years back how much a hat sold for. And then so you kind of got to set the market and start it high. But anyways, my point is with the store, you get the Terapeak and you get the one on the app is a lot easier to use and a lot better, I think, than the website. And I always use the Terapeak, and it goes 3 years back. File a dispute with your credit card or something. You can always do that. All right, guys, what questions do you have? Really enjoyed going over the sales. Really gonna I'm getting another box from our new guy in Idaho. So hopefully I'll get that over the next couple of days, and then I'll be able to do another. I really like doing the picking video, and he really likes the feedback on it as well. I really want to do that again and kind of go through the hats and see, would you pick this up? Would you not? So it was really fun to do that. I'll probably keep doing that. Maybe talk about sales and stuff a little bit more on the live videos. But just really want to stay connected with you guys. Appreciate you hanging out. If you have any questions, let me know. Or see you on Saturday night on Whatnot. Oh, FSJ, update on the, I think you asked at the end of the show last week, update on the store downtown, the booth. It is dead. It is dead. Yes, coach. I know who makes this. Anyway, let me finish with FSJ. The store down there is dead. I'm barely going to make my rent for this month. It has really died out in our little store down there. Hopefully it picks up when school gets back in and the summer's over, because we're really not a tourist town. I think most people around here leave for the summer. They go do other things. So hopefully it picks back up, and then I'm still want to run it through December to see how the holiday sales are going to be there. But yeah, the booth downtown has not been awesome. Yeah, $100 is unreal. Ours at 70 is good, but I don't think it's too much to ask. But we don't get it. You might, if I had a whole bunch of traffic, if it was like booming busy in there every day, I probably wouldn't mind $100. But $70 is a good price. But there's just no traffic downtown in our town right now. Ever since the festival, there really hadn't been anything else driving traffic down there. And it's just kind of dead in the town. But that's the breaks, kids. We're still going to give it. I'm going to give it the full test. Try to go the full year and see if we keep it. But
Ethan said Donnie shaped the hat using the shaper and worked perfectly for herself.
Who did?
Ethan said that Donnie shaped the hat using your hat shaper.
Awesome, Donnie. Ethan, tell Donnie glad that it worked out. And whenever you're ready for another one, let me know. Too many OU hats? That's my clientele. That's my clientele.
Have you sold an OSU hat?
I have sold one OSU hat to probably 10 OU hats. So my clientele is definitely OU around here. Maybe I'll go put some more bangers down there, but I don't know. I've been putting just kind of the basic OU hats down there and selling them for $10 or $15. But maybe I need to bring another banger down there and take some pictures and slap it all up on Facebook and be like, hey, look at this sports specialty script. Somebody will walk off with it and it'll get stolen, and then I'll be mad. You want me to take it down there and see if I can sell it, coach? I got to double my money on that one at least. Oh, I know. All right, guys. Any other questions? We're going to log off here, and I'm going to finish cleaning up some hats and get ready for Whatnot on Saturday night. Really love to see you guys there. Even if you don't bid, just come hang out. Love just hanging out and seeing everybody get together, talk about hats, and enjoy, you guys. Thank you so much. Your support means the world to me and Mary. Oh, he's been sitting up in the room all summer, but I'm gonna have to get him busy. I got a bunch coming in this week. I'm gonna get him busy. Have you sold a puff paint or puff print ducks unlimited? I've got 2 to shape. No. If the foam is still good in them, man, I would probably, if I shaped them up real nice, I would definitely be 50-ish or more. But the Ducks Unlimited I sold was really awesome. If you can't find one out there like it, ask $50, $60, $70 for that cool Ducks Unlimited stuff.
Did you see Ray's comment about how his memberships get ready to renew once a bigger shaper?
For sure, Ray. I'll send you a bigger shaper as soon as it renews. And if Nifty, if you're watching this back, I think I owe you a big shaper as well. Definitely will get y'all hooked up with another shaper when your subscription renews. Appreciate you guys again. Hit me up on Instagram. You can always message me there if you have anything. Enjoyed hanging out, talking about sales with you guys tonight. Yeah, send me a picture, Ethan. Love to take a look at it. See you guys. We'll see you Saturday night.